You know when the wrong person is the wrong person because it's questionable. You're always asking, well, I wish, he's cool, but I just wish he would have worked a different kind of job, or maybe he was just a little bit skinnier, or, maybe if he was in school. The right one is just like,
you're so
I like him.
Yes, you don't have to question
no
it.
Complaints.
And usually, hopefully, when it actually happens,
it's not
they
that
feel
bad.
The same way. The feelings are mutual.
Yeah, you guys are talking from in theory, not from personal.
No, we're talking about personal.
Personal, exactly.
Personal
and I'm using my brain as well. I'm not just because using personal.
You guys are married?
No.
So then.
You don't have to be,
because I'm looking. What I'm looking is I'm questioning all the things that go wrong in relationships and why it doesn't last. When it does last, that's the one that you're talking about.
So what are the things that go wrong in relationships? What are those things?
Communication,
lying,
loyalty,
lying.
Communication, meaning you're holding things in because you might not want to say it because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or that happens with people. So you just want to be happy. I think everybody needs to just be happy. Don't do anything for anybody else.
I need people to be honest. I think that is the problem. Everybody is so worried about the next person's opinion, or, what they should be doing or what they shouldn't be doing, or what this person's going to think about. Stop lying. Don't lie to yourselves. Don't lie to me, because all you're doing is wasting everybody's time. Because everything after that lie that you tell me brings me to question everything that you've done since I've met you.
Listen, the problem is as well that people are already in the situations, and so they don't know what to do. So how about when you go into the next chapter in your life? I always tell my friends, if they're upset over anything, not even relationships, remember, you have a whole life to live. Just close that chapter and move on. You should be excited. I'm like, you should be happy. You're about to see what else is out there for you.
Mm-hmm. Would you give the same advice to our 87-year-old listeners?
Yes.
And then I was going to say that because they're my age. Yeah, because if you're still alive, why go on your deathbed?
My life.
Why go? Exactly. I was reading this article, and it was saying how most of the people on their deathbed say the one thing that they question in life is why didn't I do this, whatever it is that I wanted to do. They regret things. They regret not doing things, basically. Mm-hmm. So don't sit and mourn so much, because you will forget. It's like you're forgetting everything you have to appreciate in life. And I understand it's natural instincts. You could obviously be sad, we have feelings, whatever. But then be that strong, powerful person where you're telling yourself, okay, brush it off. I want to be happy. Remember, the goal is to be happy.
And that's back to this perfect or the one, because there is no perfect person. The one that you are, like I said, I've never been married. I can tell you about all the wrong ones that I've come across. A relationship that I've ever ended, although it was ended for whatever reason, I realized that there was one major flaw or several major flaws in that person.
Don't repeat the flaw, because I see that happening too. And
this is what I'm saying.
Not with you. I'm talking about with me too.
I try to sit and realize what it is that person did, or what it is that was not working between the two of us, and use that as one trait that perfect person, or the one that I'm meant to be with, is going to have. Because if I want someone who's going to be loyal to me, you can't lie to me. And if this person, our relationship ended because you were disloyal and dishonest, now I know these are traits that I need to have in my next relationship, or it's not going to work.
Mm-hmm. And see, a lot of people say they're so focused on something that they don't want, like that happened with their ex relationship, that they just get the total opposite, but then they forget all the other qualities they need to. Make sure. So what I'm saying is, after you get out of a relationship, don't just jump into another relationship. I know a lot of people want to have, what do you call it? Like, what do you call when you just jump into another relationship? Like their pickup? A rebound, right? Some people really need a rebound to make themselves feel better. If it is, make sure it's somebody that you actually like, because that might turn into a long relationship,
A lot of rebounds do turn out.
Don't just settle with anything. Michael, Michael, 7, what do you think?
Sure.
What do you mean,
Sounds good on paper.
No, this is things you have to practice.
It does take time, but it's like, how many times you're going to get beaten head with the same problem before you learn?
How many times you're going to waste your time?
Well, like that movie, Don't Rush In.
Okay, never heard of it.
Don't rush in.
This is a subliminal message that Mr. 7 is trying to throw, but it's okay, because rushing in is not always a problem, and some people just can't help themselves but to rush into situations.
But make sure you don't have feelings.
My only problem with rushing in, or my only piece of advice with rushing, is make sure that you guard your feelings that much harder, because the faster that you rush in, the faster you're gonna fall, and the harder it's gonna hurt when you get down there. So if you're gonna rush, have fun. YOLO. You only
That's
live
this is her
once.
personality, and
You
everybody's
only
different.
live once.
Listen, you have to know your personality as well
If
and
it
what
works
you want.
for you, that's
Some
why I
people,
said,
yes.
some people like to rush, and it's not a problem. Go for it. Rush. Just
And if the
protect
only
yourself.
thing if you're really worrying about a relationship for that long after a breakup, you need to get a new hobby.
That's it.
Honestly, because you're not focused. You're too consumed in finding someone to complete
Yeah.
you. You need to find yourself and learn to love yourself first. That's what helps so much. If you're busy doing something else, whether it's your family, whether it's your career, whether it's like becoming good at like shooting hoops, something else, but someone else should not complete you.
No. I saw these wedding vows on Facebook. It was it was the realest thing that I ever heard. Like, she started off with a poem, but towards the end of the vow, she was saying something.
That's the one on the Femme Spot page on Facebook. Plug.
Yes, plug.
Oh, the poem,
Femme
yes,
Spot.
the
Check
Femme
it out.
Spot.
Love it. And she was saying something that was just so, and she was like, I vowed to, disappoint you because I'm human. I vowed to do, human things and don't.
Yeah, that was
fuck people.
ignorant if you really think about it, but I get
It
the
was,
point.
no, it wasn't ignorant.
How?
It's-
She's being real. She
it
knows
is
she's
a-
gonna mess up.
Yeah, but listen to what she said. I vowed to. If she said, look, the reality is I'm going to mess up. But
You
if
like
you
her
say,
wording.
But
vow,
see, if you listen, like
It was a poem.
go to the Femme
Seven.
Spot
listen,
and watch
words
the
are
video
things.
yourself.
You put that energy out there.
Because
Words are
Seven
things.
You're right.
is going off of simple words, and he's not
Well, check
going
this out.
off the context behind the poem, the words that came before and after that one phrase. Because a certain type of human
Oh, Lord.
species likes to, read between lines and just pick out just little specific things.
So
that they-
annoying.
And this is
No,
why,
that is the
ladies and
problem.
gentlemen, I am the male member.
And this is why he's.
Pun-
And that's
Pun
why
intended.
some people just keep quiet because their mind just goes
It can't.
everywhere.
It can't.
They think. I think a lot too. But that's why I pick what I need to say and what not to say.
My whole point in saying this is her honesty is something that is to be respected.
Oh, boy.
That a lot of people should do it. She's not saying that she vows to be disloyal or unfaithful or to step out on him or do anything like that. What she's saying is, I'm going to piss you off. We're going to be with each other for the rest of our lives. And she's clearly saying we're not getting divorced ever. So I'm finna get on your nerves. And I had to get a little hood. I'm finna get on every last one of your nerves.
You're really loud right
in
now.
my life. Shut up. Okay? But I'm going to love you still. And I'm going to work to make sure that when I do piss you off, I fix it. Or make sure I don't piss you off too much. Or make sure I'm still making you happy while I'm pissing you. It's just real. Be honest. Because she's not going to be perfect. And you're going to get on her nerves just as much as she's about to get on yours.
And what she said, it was nothing about being with anyone else.
No.
Remember that. It was all just regular stuff.
That's it.
See, you could tell she found
She
someone.
forwards.
You saw how he was staring at her. You guys have to check out this poem.
cried.
It's on the Femme Spot Facebook page. He was crying.
He was crying.
It was beautiful. Like, you could just see in his eyes how much he cared. How much it seems like something that would be great to have. How two people are so madly in love.
Maybe she had
with
bad
each
breath.
other.
That's why he was crying.
Anyways, he has to kill the moment.
He just has to.
I had to kill it. It's too
Always has to
much.
show the vibe.
But go to the
But
Facebook
that is
page and
real
you'll see it.
love. Go check out the Femme Spot's Facebook page and check out those wedding vows. It is like the most awesome thing I've ever seen in my life.
And the moral of the story is
And the
don't
moral
rush
of the
in.
story is love is real if it is honest and upfront from the beginning. If it is something that is you're trying to make yourself to be something that you're not to impress somebody, it is false.
And like
you're
what
lying. It
and
is
like
not
what
going to
Essence
lie.
said, I like to paraphrase. She said, "Look, if you're really busy and got stuff going on in your life, and make sure that you are focused on you, you'll be able to bring that energy of that person that you're supposed to be with. And actually, if you're busy and productive, you don't got time to
And
rush
don't
in.
make it fake busy. I'm talking about someone. Be the best you can be in life. Everyone should have something else they're doing in life. It shouldn't just be.
You killed my
consumed
moment, by the
relationship.
way.
You can't.
You killed- I was trying to give you
can't carry
props.
anyone
You killed
else's
it.
dead weight if you're not even full yourself. If you're not complete
You're not
yourself.
yourself.
You're just gonna. It doesn't work like that. And that's why that's why we're human. That's why all this